A chef who brings experimentation, skill and strong respect for the work he does to the Milanese panorama. The result is surprising. We are at Azabu 10, the fish butchery.
Milan has a lot to offer in the gastronomic scene, but sometimes you have to look carefully to discover hidden gems. In the Bicocca area there is a contemporary Japanese restaurant led by chef Andrea Arcieri.
Andrea focuses on the quality of raw materials and exceptional technical skills, freeing himself from the restriction of Japanese tradition and embracing processing methods from other cultures.
In the restaurant there are 3 large refrigerators used for fish aging. This preservation method is used to enhance the aroma of the fish, as the liquid dry out and concentrate the flavor of the fish, also changing the texture.
To prepare them for aging, the components of the fish-carrying bacteria are removed, and the scales are not scraped off. The chef prefers not to stress the fish meat, and uses a sharp knife to remove the most superficial layer of skin.
The heads are used for broths and also grilled, trying to recover as much product as possible. The meat, when available, is preserved and used to create sauces.
In Japan, he learned the technique of ikejime, a Japanese technique for killing fish whose purpose is to quickly bring the fish into a state of brain death, so that it does not suffer.
He is one of the few chefs in Italy to use this technique, but is working to spread it more and more. Once ikejime is done, they are put in boiling water for a few seconds to remove the sticky part from the eel's skins. Eels are very strong animals, and the chef specially requests them to be alive to ensure they are killed in the best way. Andrea offers an omakase menu. Diners put themselves in the hands of the chef, who propose the dishes based on the availability of raw materials.
It starts with the welcome, a very fresh oyster with ponzu and Japanese basil.
For the entree they use parts of the fish that are usually discarded. In this case they call it fish foie gras.
Then comes the soup of the day with dashi and kombu seaweed, coriander and paprika oil. It's then time for marinated mackerel sashimi and rice vinegar, a bit of oil and ginger, served with a wonderful baoban to mop it up. A more elaborate version of the usual sashimi we are used to.
Next is the moment for Mediterranean tuna, marinated in salt and sugar and then aged. It's paired with wasabi and pink grapefruit zest. The first part ends with a mixed fish ceviche marinated in the juice of various citrus fruits, then served with seasonal fruit and vegetables.
With every bite, you taste different flavors, and finishing it is a real pleasure. It's impossible not to notice the skill in pairing savors and the research behind this cuisine. It's time for nigiri. The chef skillfully slices various fish that will be served and paired with different ingredients. In each one you can appreciate the freshness of the fish and the combination of flavors. They are alternated with marinated ginger to cleanse the palate between each bite.
It starts with a sea bass nigiri with wasabi and kombu seaweed, followed by a trout nigiri and its eggs. Andrea doesn't use salmon for ethical and sustainability reasons. Instead, he used trout, which comes very fresh from Trentino.
There's a mullet nigiri with plum marinated in sake. A red mullet nigiri with bottarga, and a gilded brim nigiri with a pesto of tomatoes, olives and capers. A beautiful fusion of flavors. It ends with a cuttlefish and cedar nigiri with a curious texture, and one of amberjack and green pepper.
Chef Andrea has been involved in cooking since he was young, training in family restaurants. His alternative spirit led him to travel the world, aiming for change with the opening of Azabu. Andrea surprised us with a grilled sea bream head, topped with a fish broth. You're encouraged to use your hand to make sure you eat all the fish meat. A dish you don't expect to be so good. Try to believe it.
The menu heads toward the end with the main course: salted rice with a sauce of millet and liver, a fish broth and beetroot, and a grouper head ragu. Homemade tuna bresaola is grated on top. It's a very intense dish, rich in flavors and very well balanced.
The menu concludes with dessert: a grilled kiwi and a goat ricotta ice cream, garnished with wasabi and caramel. This dish perfectly concludes the Omakase experience of Andrea Arcieri and his team.
Azabu 10 is a 10. The welcome, care and kindness of the entire staff make you feel pampered.
And knowing that the food you eat is treated with respect brings immense value to this place.